What's up? Pokerbrandon here, and in this hand I am playing at the Park West Bicycle Casino in Bell Gardens, California, playing 5-5 no limit hold'em. The buy-in cap here is 200 big blinds, 1,000 buy-in. So I buy in for 1,000, and this is about maybe 4 hours into the session, maybe 3. And I gotta be honest, my VPIP was about 1.25%. I'm playing one hand every 9 orbits or so at a nine player table. So yeah, do the math, Every 10 orbits is about 90 hands. I'm playing one hand out of every 90. So my VPIP was super small, but I had some history with the opponent in the small blind here. So I open at 15 because I have pocket sevens, and I do feel like this table knows how to play. Really not too many fish here at the table. I think one tourist only. He doesn't get involved. I open at 15 because I expect to get 3-bet by anybody who wants to play their hand. I get 3-bet by the small blind, and it folds back to me. And I think when you know that your table will 3-bet you, I think you should size appropriately on opens. You don't want to open too big, like on pocket pairs where you want to see flops, and then get raised too big, and then kind of you're forced to put in more money to see your flop, to see if you hit your set. So that's why I like opening smaller if I do expect to get 3-bet. But yeah, so I make the call pretty quickly here, and then cutoff also comes in behind. Cutoff will later say he had pocket twos, which is irrelevant to the hand. You'll see. So, small blind, non-believer lady. Actually, she seemed to be playing in a way where she was calling everything. If she had, if she was the aggressor pre-flop, if she was putting money in, she was going to keep putting money in. It didn't matter if you raised her, she was going to put all her money in. She bets 120 as a C-bet, and my history with her is that I did 3-bet her very lightly multiple times, hands like 10-6 suited, and she's seen that multiple times in the past. I played with her probably maybe over 10 sessions, at least an hour per session. So she knows that it's in me to bluff. I know that. So I feel like on this board 10-3-7 where I hit my set, yeah, there's no draw, but I think it works out perfectly that there's no draw on the board. And with my history with her, if I were to put in a small raise, like almost min click it right here, I think it will put her in a super annoying spot with any overpair, which I think she has now when she c-bets 120. And even ace king, I feel like she might try to get fancy with it. So I raised to 275 after about a tank of about 45 seconds, trying to figure out how to go about playing this set. Cutoff is gonna quickly fold, and non-believing lady, she takes about maybe 15 seconds of looking at me and looking at the board to just announcing all in. So she's gonna jam, and then at this point I know she's never jamming with the better set like pocket tens. So I just take one moment to look at my cards before I call this very quickly, and we go to a board. I think I played this perfect in regards to knowing my opponent and knowing how she thinks and what she believes about me. Because my VPIP at this session, she's seen me play for probably 3 hours of just non-stop folding everything, not putting any money in the middle whatsoever. I think I might have opened 3 hands, maybe 6 hands I might have opened, and only 3 went to a flop. I never 3-bet once. I never called the 3-bet up until this point. So Yeah, if she were to judge me by my session today, I think she could have made a laydown here. But players don't always judge you by your sessions; they judge you by your history. Run out is clean. 4 and an 8 hit the board. I already show my 7s after I make the call, and then non-believing lady shows pocket queens. But yeah, like I said, I think she could have got away from that. But because of history always definitely comes into play when you're playing poker with the same players that you see, and you're playing with them for hours and hours and hours. So I think one good note to take from this hand, this is just after the hand, I just stack my chips up. You can't record at this casino, so I didn't bother trying to record anything. But yeah, one good thing to take from this video is that to know your opponent, try to figure out what they think, how they think, know your history, because all these things come into play. I'm Pokerbrandon. That is a monster truck from Monster Mash today in Anaheim. Thank you. I am out.